Good morning, team. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. I am back in Texas, the state that I call home, and this is my first day hike since I left the AT and summited Katahdin almost a month ago. Yeah, so it's been a hot minute since I have decided to hit a trail, and I'll give you the reasons why here in a second. But I tell you what, it feels so good to be in the middle of the woods again. Granted, the woods here in Texas are a tad different than the woods in the Appalachian Trail, but nevertheless, I am out in nature. And as you can see in the background, the terrain and the trees are extremely different. But I wanted to take a minute or two or three to give you a little bit of update of what I've been up to this past month. Yes, it's been almost a month. And what my future plans are, and pretty much what I'm gonna do at this time. But first and foremost, after I summited Katahdin, me and my husband, we took a really nice road trip down the coast, and we just took our time coming back to Texas. And I technically been back in Texas for about a week and a half now, almost 2 weeks. And so it took us 2 weeks to drive down the coast. During that time, I visited my best friend, visited my daughter, the grandbabies. Yes, for those of you who did not know or did not catch that from my videos from the AT, I have grandbabies. And I was able to spend some time with them and do some really fun stuff. Besides that, we just took our time to reconnect, because we've been apart for almost 7 months, and you know, me and my husband needed that time to reconnect and also to physically heal, because those 10 days that he spent with me on the AT, which by the way, he was a trooper, he did great. I am so proud of him, and I mean, I will never doubt that he loves me. He literally climbed mountains for me. Anywho, so I just been, I got back to Texas and kind of started putting the house in order. When my husband moved back to Texas, he pretty much left my stuff in boxes. I told him not to worry about it. So I just been taking care of my stuff at home, and just organizing the house the way I like it. So apart from that, there was a wedding I went to, birthday party for my youngest grandson. He just turned 1, and I just been taking it easy. As you know, I am going to train for a marathon, and I started walking around my neighborhood, and I tell you what, my body needs time to heal, because I didn't do anything really for 2 weeks. And then as soon as I got home, I started doing walks around the neighborhood. I hop on my bike, I have a stationary bike, and started doing some yoga, and my body was very sore and tender even after 2 weeks of rest. So I've been taking it easy, and today I decided that it was time to hit a short trail. And that's what I'm doing right now, a really short trail at Miller Spring Park, a park that's very close to my home and has about 5 miles of short little trails that goes all around and through the park. So I'm doing that this morning, and it feels oh so good, so good. Besides that, I've been doing okay. Post-trail depression. I don't want to say that I am depressed. Okay, I'm back. All right. I don't want to say that I'm depressed, which I have struggled in the past with depression. I want to say that my anxiety levels, which I struggle even more, are higher right now because I don't know, dealing with real life is stressful. It is. You would think that being out in the woods and surviving every day is stressful, but it's a different type of stress. Just dealing with, I don't know, civilization has been a little bit of a struggle, and getting into a set routine, it's been a bit of a challenge. So, but the good thing is that I still wake up every morning, and since I've been home, and I started doing some physical activity, like I mentioned, walking, cycling, and today I'm doing my first little short hike in my neighborhood park. And it's a nice change because it is flat. Texas flat. There are no crazy climbs. I brought my trekking post right here just in case, because my knees are still healing. My hips, I did not realize how much strain I put on my hips. They're still healing. So it's going to take a little bit for my body to recuperate, but that does not mean that I can, still do some stuff to keep myself active. But yeah, so what is in the future? I told you all on my close-up video from the AT that I will see you at my next adventure, and this is what I'm planning for the upcoming year. I am planning on doing Texas Long Distance Trail, which is the Lone Star Trail. I believe that Trekking Along did that trail, so I'm gonna pick their brains, and I'll be doing that trail sometime in January. And it's completely different from the AT. I do need to coordinate food drops because there's no towns. And the trail is a little over 100 miles, and I'll give you more information as I get closer to do that. And then the biggest thing I'm doing next year, I am gonna do the Camino de Santiago, El Camino de Santiago in Spain. And I will do the French way, which is the most popular one, until I venture out into more primitive forms of trail outside of the country. And it should be a challenge, of course, because every trail, every thru hike has its challenges, but I do speak Spanish and I have that in my favor. So besides that, I do want to do a gear video about what worked, what did not work, my AT gear, and I'll do that when I work up the courage to start touching my stuff, because as you know, I am very emotional, and every time I go near my backpack, I just start crying because I miss the AT so much. I don't miss the hiking. Hiking was hard, but I just miss the simplicity, the love, the peacefulness that I felt. Not that I don't feel it now, I do, but it's a whole different experience out there. So yeah, so look for my next video to be about my gear, and I'll take a little bit of video of this park so you can all see the terrain that I'm doing right now, which is night and day from the Appalachian Trail. So I hope that everybody has a great day, and check out my next video coming up soon. But in the meantime, enjoy a little bit of Texas.